Good luck.
Oh, shit.
Let's get it.
Oh,
We
shit.
up. Chug, dude. We should shotgun a beer every time we start.
We should. Nah, I don't know.
A lot of people do that on TikTok. I'm off TikTok.
For permanently?
I got
you get banned?
addicted. No, I don't. I just showed my dick.
Liking too many butt videos.
Cleansing. Too many ASMR cleansing videos. I can't do it. Dude, it's
addicting.
I like to ask you things because you're not on the same internet stuff I am. Like the eclipse, you didn't really know about all the crazy shit. What about this weather, the weather issue they had maybe Tuesday or Wednesday? They were saying
the tornadoes.
No, the ones that already happened. Yeah, but they were people were saying.
Oh yeah.
That it was supposed to get bad. Well, I mean, I'm scrolling through TikTok. I think it was Wednesday or Tuesday, and there's meteorologists that are like, oh, you know, there's going to be more tornadoes, more shit happening, and I'm just feeling like I don't think this is very reputable information. Like they're just making this shit up. So I get to work and they always have the Weather Channel on one of the TVs, so I'm watching it, and it said it was going to rain really hard, maybe flood, but not be anything crazy. So then I go back on there, and there's just like it started being like my algorithm.
Yeah,
it was just bad weather in Ohio. And I'm like, dude,
they're listening. They're always
nothing
listening.
Happened. Nothing happened. It was just a normal. It
was like it rained a couple times.
It rained
sprinkled.
a little bit. Yeah, nothing happened. And so yeah.
Meteorologists be the easiest job ever, dude. Just like
it's not
throw something at the wall.
Kyle Adams of when I worked at the. You got to think I
Shout
worked
out
with
Kyle Adams.
Yeah, he was lit, dude. He was legit.
But I mean, the local ones probably is harder because you have to like, you know, people are relying on you.
I guess you're right. It is kind of easy.
Just like it's gonna
Shout
rain
out to
tomorrow. It
Kyle
doesn't rain.
Adams.
Nobody's mad at you. Like
no, they are.
Who?
You know, people. You know, like.
Also, how's the Weather Channel still on? How is that still a thing? Who's watching that shit? We got
us at work
on our phones. Like the weather's always available.
I have the Weather Channel app on my phone, and it's the best weather app, hands down.
Apple's fucking sucks, dude. It's never right. Never right.
Trash.
Like it's like,
dude, it won't even show the radar.
No,
it won't even show.
It'll be like pouring down rain outside. It'll be like,
glad
oh,
it's just
partly cloudy. Like,
I'm so
the fuck
glad
you
it's not
talking
just me,
about?
dude. I because during that's why I just recently got it because of that. Because I'm going through TikTok, so I'm looking it up. I can't even see the fucking radar.
No, dude, it's horrible. It's never accurate. Same with Apple Maps. Apple Maps is trash. Apple Weather is trash.
I haven't used.
Well, you got that Tesla.
Apple Maps pops up on my phone every time I start my car.
Because it's like keeps track of your parked car location.
Yeah, it says going to work. Like,
yeah, and it knows where you go at certain times of day. Like I got in my car today, and it was like near your street. Like it was like, yeah, dude, it's wild.
And we're worried about China.
Don't they make the iPhones?
Damn, and TikTok and everything. Yeah, dude. So I had to get off. I figured, you know, you have the YouTube Shorts, which are the YouTube Shorts and the TikTok. There's only a few people strictly on TikTok that I followed.
Yeah.
That are not on any other platform. Most of them do both YouTube, TikTok, Facebook Reels, Instagram Reels.
Is YouTube or TikTok more profitable? Like if you're like got a lot
YouTube.
of YouTube. That's what I
YouTube's
figured.
more.
How do you even get money on TikTok if it's owned by it's like Chinese government runs it?
Well, a lot of things that were happening too was the Big Shirley. A lot of things that were happening on TikTok were the people were getting their money cut. You can get donations first of all, so a lot of people just put their Cash App.
I saw one on Twitter the other day. This dude was this like younger black kid was dressed up like Spider-Man, and he was just like kept every time somebody would like give him like something,
he always pops up. Yeah,
somebody would give him something, he would have to run off the screen and like flip into the screen, and he was like,
he's
gonna die. He's gonna die, dude.
He's been arrested doing that. He's been, if we're talking about the same one, which there's one main one that does Spider-Man.
Like Miles, he kind of looks like Miles Morales a little bit.
He got in fights, got guns pulled on him, and everything.
Just dressed like Spider-Man.
Well, because people will start stream sniping you, so they'll start showing up. They'll figure out where you're at from your stream.
That's scary.
Dude, people do that.
Why you want to fuck with somebody like that, dude? People bored.
Yeah, there are people
bored, dude.
Yeah. I don't. These
kids need to get fucking jobs.
People will call the cops to your house, like a SWAT team,
swatting them.
SWAT you.
Yeah, I've seen that before. That's crazy too.
People shot at Dr. Disrespect's house while he was on stream. Shot a gun at his house.
Why? Just
he's on a stream
because he's whooping their ass in Call of Duty or something.
Just a clout. They'll do anything for clout. Hey.
I don't know about that's clout. That's just gonna get your ass arrested. You know, clout in jail.
Yeah, there is no clout in jail. Oh, there is clout in jail. I would feel like there's a hierarchy.
I guess they do make TikToks in jail now too. Like they got phones.
Dude, they go live. They're cooking. Their cooking habits. I want to say this to them. I'm gonna look in the camera. If you stop cooking on them fucking stairs and shit, dude. That's not sanitary metal. Even if the fire, you're still getting the chemical. That's not food grade.
People are cooking on stairs. Hold on.
They'll the beds are metal sheets,
right,
with a rollout mat.
Right.
They put a fire under that metal and they're cooking directly on that kind of like the tables or whatever.
People in jail?
Yes. Like, you know how stairs have grates in them? Yeah. They're using them as a grill, almost like a grill. But you got to think that's not food grade material.
Well, no, but I mean, at that point, like, if you're in there for life, especially, you're like a long ass time.
As long as you can get a good burrito or some good chicken legs or something.
Yeah, it's either that or you just eat that. I'm sure that food, that cafeteria is probably
gruel omelets.
That slop. Sloppy steaks. Yeah, I mean, at that point, I probably would be.
I was in jail for 3 days, and the food was not great.
Did you cook any bedside?
No, it wasn't like that. It was like local, it was just like an issue because it was a weekend. But
so, wait, I know is federal is worse than state or state worse. State's worse, right?
They're all pretty bad, dude.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
like being locked in a cage.
Some of them have like a little bit better, like.
Well,
I think as long as you're not like a pedophile or something, they're probably.
What's that Wolf of Wall Street guy? What's his fucking name? Jordan Belfort. Like when he went to prison, are you saying like?
No, I'm saying like because I know that I'm pretty sure it's state prisons are like the hardcore ones, like, or maybe it's federal prison. No, federal prisons like where like the blue collar, the white collar crimes go.
I used to follow a lot of prison YouTubers and stuff, and now that you said that. I know some of them are very strict, and that's the ones you are better with the violence because they're so strict. It's kind of hard to. We're the ones that are just like open pods. Fuck no, dude.
Yeah.
Say you have 10 years and you have to sleep with 20 other people in an open gym, basically.
Ain't no way,
that
dude.
are all. I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm talking to you later, bro.
And the guards don't give a fuck. Dude.
You're not. They're in on it half the time.
Yeah.
They're betting on.
They're making $12 an hour to fucking watch these guys like tear each other apart.
Yeah. I've known people who've been guards and they're like, not for me.
No. And if they find out who your family is and shit, they got people on the outside. Like, well,
yeah. I mean, most low lifes don't, but if you find the one that it does.
Yeah,
that's why I don't post. I never post a lot of people post their family online. So be it. I don't ever post. I do, and I always take it. I don't have any photos with any family on my. There's no. I know what they look like. I don't need to.
I've thought about that before too. If I had kids, like I don't know if I'd post them because like there's so many weird ass people out there.
That's the thing. It's not what people are gonna hunt you down. It's what they're gonna hold. It's free game. I hate to say it like that. I hate to be like that, but
no, you're exactly right.
It's the truth.
Yeah,
I know a lot. Like Joe Rogan, for instance, you've never seen his family ever. There's a reason that people are. I think social media should be your personal spot.
Right.
Like you should be the person. I mean, if you want to do that, do that. Cool.
I kind of like not to like randomly talk about Kanye, but I kind of get where he was coming from when he was like mad at Kim for like making TikToks and shit with his daughter. Like
his daughter has a popular TikTok page.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, but she was like, what's her name? Help her create that. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
and they're getting paid off of it. That's, once she's in that sucks for them kids that they're in that.
Yeah.
Fucking vampire family. Like, what is their purpose? They don't have one. They just suck off of.
Yeah.
They're just. I wish I had the money just to give to people. Like, oh, I love you so much. Here, I'm gonna give you hundreds of dollars when I'm fucking working, a regular job.
Yeah.
But
OJ should have killed the Kris Jenner, and then we'd be all right.
And that would have been. She's a beast. She'd probably killed his ass.
I was thinking about this the other day. So I told you I went to that conference or whatever in Orlando, and Jim Kelly is. He's a quarterback for the Bills. Back in the.
He got sick. He got real sick.
Yeah, he had mouth cancer a few times.
Yeah.
But I was thinking like he was talking about playing in the NFL because he was on the Bills or whatever. Got drafted by the Bills. So I wanted to ask him like if I had an interview like. Did you get what was OJ like? Like what?
With OJ?
I'm pretty sure he was on the same team.
He was probably cool with him.
Oh, probably. Yeah, I mean, he was like, yeah, whatever.
You got to think. So from what OJ tells it, he took a bunch of meth right before and blacked out.
That's if he did it.
But that's exactly. He says he met a guy. The guy went with him. He was going there to just talk to her, and then that's when Goldman walked in because Goldman worked at a restaurant she was at and had the sunglasses.
Yeah.
So, OJ tells the story as he was with a guy named Charlie, but most people think that he's using that to say it's really him. But he said basically, if I did it, I would have blacked out and not known what I was doing and woke up like covered in blood with blood everywhere and these people laying there. And then he just freaked out because he woke up. And you know what? I've blacked out, most people have.
Right.
You don't know, dude. Like I've told this story I think before. When one day I woke up when I lived in Lima, cops knocking on the door, and I had drank the night before, but I don't think I didn't go anywhere.
Right.
And the car had a scrape on it, and they was like, "Where'd that come from?" And I'm like, my wife had did it or something." And they were like, "Okay, it's not the same color. It's not a big deal. Like the paint wasn't the same." But yeah, like you could hit like. There's plenty of stories of people waking up in jail and they're like, "No, you killed."
How the fuck did I get here?
You killed a family.
Right.
Sorry. I know a person that did that recently. He was on the news and everything. I don't know him, but I know people who knew him. He got hammered, drove drunk, went down an exit where people were coming up. Like he went down the wrong exit.
Yeah.
Fucking killed. I think a family. Maybe one of them survived. And yeah,
it's fucking wild, dude. Yeah.
Done. And doesn't remember it.
Yeah, I mean, there's been like NFL players that did that shit. Yeah, like that. What's the dude's name that was on the Raiders? Henry Ruggs, when he hit that family or that.
But you know what? When I was 16, I would have been like that, crazy. But not now.
But you know what's crazy is like I was reading the other day. So that I don't know if you saw that Rashee Rice from the Chiefs, how he got in trouble. He was
looked like a fender bender.
Well, they were racing and like somebody got hurt. Like they wrecked the cars pretty bad, but he just like left the scene, and was
that the picture of them like four dudes like walking?
Yeah.
The camera, like,
yeah. And it's in Texas, which you don't fuck up. I mean,
was this on a highway?
Yeah.
Bro, imagine getting in an accident on the highway and just getting out and
walk.
Where you going to walk to?
Booking it.
You got to get an exit somewhere.
But they said like
stupid.
Basically, they were saying like if you're like drunk and you're driving and you get in a wreck and nobody else is hurt, if you just ditch that fucking car and like report it stolen the next day or something, there's no way they can prove you were drinking and driving.
There's
like
a lot of loopholes.
Like you're better off like doing, which is crazy, but like they can't prove anything. So
there's so many loopholes in the I mean, but you have to be bold and very like committed.
Right. And you're like when you're drunk, you probably aren't thinking like that far ahead. But well, if you're super drunk,
if I was drunk enough not to remember driving, then it wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah,
I don't know what I would have done.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what I do in that. I know what I do. I pee everywhere, and I fucking act like a psychopath. I steal and I pee everywhere. That's in that state.
I lie, I pee, I steal.
I lie, I pee, I steal. I pee, I steal.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess that's true. Sometimes you do black out, and don't know what the fuck you did. Like
I haven't.
I wonder how many unsolved crimes there are where people just black the fuck out and like
thousands,
just
hundreds,
killed somebody and then.
And back in the day when you did all that, like the cops weren't even. They're like,
they were like, yeah. What do you do?
Well, who did you kill? How important were they?
Yeah.
Also, if you kill bums, you can kill bums all day, dude.
Oh yeah, dude, they don't have record. You don't know who they are.
You can make a website probably nowadays called Bum Hunts. You could be
Bum Hunts. There used to be bum fights. Remember that shit?
Yeah, all that dude. He dressed like Dr. Phil.
They were just cool with it then. Like, oh yeah, just let them.
I mean, what's the big? If bums want to fight for some money, what's the big fucking deal?
I guess it's a good.
It's because they're bum. Like if it was like you have like guys in the like backyard fights like Kimbo Slice, nobody cared then. So let two bums scrap it out for $20 in a cold one.
Yeah,
dude.
and Kimbo Slice.
If I was a bum and some youngsters came up to me like, "Hey, we'll give you $20 to whoop that dude's ass," I'd be like, hell, cigarettes too.
Rickety cricket. Oh, you wouldn't have a manhunt? Yeah, I mean, they're allowed to say no. You're right. Like it's not like nobody's forcing them to do anything.
No.
If I was a bum, I'd probably do the same thing. You're probably bored as fuck sitting around all day. Like
all day.
Yeah.
You're not doing anything.
Oh, we get to fight? Hell yeah, dude. We get money off it.
Like, what are you doing during the day as like bumming out?
Just drink it.
I'm not saying homeless because like some homeless people work, they just can't afford to get a house. Some
right.
homeless people try. I'm talking pure bummed out,
just
zooted,
chugging 40s, dude. Just
drinking 40s, smoking half cigs on the ground.
Yeah.
New York City. The Ninja Turtles, like you watch them whoop somebody else's ass from the distance. You're like,
Dude, I bet the homeless people in New York City have seen some shit, dude. Like, just seen some crazy shit.
I seen a video on the subway. A guy's literally running up to people. I'm not gonna like strike you, obviously. But he's like this. What's up to everybody on the bus? And it's like just like the dude's eyes. He's like, what? And they're all just like looking around. Like I'd be like, what the fuck is wrong with this dude?
Yeah, I couldn't live in New York City. Ain't no way, dude.
What's up?
If I had to take the subway everywhere, fuck that.
There's like poop on it. People I've
it's
seen
so
videos of
dirty.
people having, one dude was like holding the bars, and a lady was like sucking his dick, and a girl, like maybe a college student, had a book bag, and maybe a high schooler, you don't know, was like literally sitting with her headphones on, like right in front of him, like Jesus. And the dude's just like this, like Xavier, let me take me, Xavier. I was thinking of what's the X-Men's name in the fucking
Professor Xavier.
Is it Professor
X? Professor Xavier. You're right. You had it right. I just didn't know get the reference. How had anything to do with the story? Professor Xavier, save me. Jack, no way, dude. I wouldn't even sit down on those seats or touch anything. Like,
have you ever been to New York?
No, never. I don't have any desire to go to New York.
No, what's the point?
Yeah.
What's the point of going there?
I met some dude in one of the classes that I took for my job, and he lives in New York. And his job is, I think he said his job was like 2.5 miles away, but he has to take the subway every day. So he has to prepare to go to work 2 hours in advance, because it's like you get on the subway, you got to walk. Get another subway, walk
How much does he make an hour, dude? He's like, I make
not enough.
I make $15 an hour. It's like just going to McDonald's.
I think he makes pretty good money, but still, I'm like, fuck that, dude. If I'm not wasting 2 hours.
Does he? What does he? He doesn't live in the city, but he works in the city.
He lives like right outside the city, but you can't drive. You can't park anywhere.
Dude, fuck, you can barely park in Columbus.
Yeah, no, ain't no way.
People don't think about that. Parking is like a huge thing that you take advantage, like living in Ohio, like this area.
We complain about Toledo traffic,
driving through, like if I go up to Michigan, or if I have to drive through Toledo for anything,
I'm like, fuck this shit. But if I lived in New York or L.A. or something, I
bet you 5 o'clock in Toledo, though. That whole Perrysburg, Toledo, that whole...
Yeah, it's kind of a clusterfuck sometimes, like especially on 475, but, yeah, dude.
Clusterfuck.
That's such a fun word.
I love that word.
I do, too. What's up with your... I was driving here to get to your house...
Do you think Kelly Osbourne's hot at this
stage? I don't know how old she is
Sharon
here.
Osbourne's kind of hot at this stage.
At this stage, yeah.
We're talking about what stage would this be? We got the Osbournes 07.
Yeah. Also, like their house is so cluttered, dude. Like, why is there so much shit in it?
There was like poop all over the floors.
Yeah.
And stuff. Like they were living.
Like it's a pretty big house, but it's like it's not that. There's so much shit in it.
I bought this on DVD, the Osbournes on DVD at a pawn shop, because I think this was when me and Larry and all them lived in Fort Wayne.
Oh, yeah,
and we didn't have cable, and the internet was kind of still... Wi-Fi, for 3 dudes just living on their own wasn't really a thing we were worried about.
Well, plus the Wi-Fi sucked back then.
Yeah, it was ass. Yeah. So I would just buy DVDs, and this was one of them. I'd just watch this on fucking repeat, dude.
It was a pretty good show. It's like one of the OG reality shows. Like
OG. The best ones, in my opinion.
Yeah.
There's only a few.
Elijah Wood's on this for some reason.
Hello.
Why did Ozzy had so many cross chains? Like
he was iced out.
So many Jesus chains.
He was Ozzy'd out.
What does he smell that dog's ass for, dude?
He's the Prince of Darkness.
What's his name? Jack Osbourne has a ghost hunting show now.
Yeah. He's kind of weird. They're all strange.
They're all kind of strange.
Kelly Osbourne's like a bitch now.
Yeah.
She was cool back then.
Didn't she? No, I'm thinking of what's Hulk Hogan's daughter's name? Brooke.
Oh, Brooke Hogan. And
she had
Paul
that. Wall. She tried to make music for a while with the Paul Wall.
Yeah, my daughter made some. Look at that turd. I was wanting to bring this up, the little history, but it was weird to me. So I stumbled across something about this thing called Ruby Ridge, which was a FBI standoff with a man, and a man and his family.
You gotta be more specific than that, dude.
So gassy. That's the worst thing about beer is the gas.
Yeah, it makes you gassy.
Okay,
where was this at? Where was Ruby Ridge? It definitely sounds like a porn star name.
I'm gonna butcher the story, but I'm gonna give you the simple terms. But something was off.
All right, let me look at this. I'm just gonna look it up.
Yeah. All right, we're back. Ruby Ridge.
Ruby.
I don't know how I stumbled upon it, but I heard like it was a short or something I watched, and it was talking about how Ruby Ridge was this huge injustice. It was basically the government just fucking screwed up everything, which they did, but there's a huge but. So
it's basically what I got when I read about it was, so this guy was like he was like a white supremacist or white separatist or something, whatever you want to call it, and they tried to get him to be like a informant or something. Is that what it was? Or
it's so murky because so at the time, if this would have happened now, none of this would have happened.
This was in 1992, right?
Yeah. So it's so murky because he was so off the grid that he had absolutely no communication. He didn't have electric.
Right.
No phones, no nothing, and no cameras. They had a camera journalists, like news there, but as far as what all happened, they don't have the audio. They only have parts of it.
Right.
So it's only one word against another word of what actually happened. But the story is from the guy's daughter who this happened to. She's old now. Yeah. Older.
His 3 daughters survived, right?
Two. Son died. Baby survived, and then the oldest daughter. I don't know how many kids. What I watched was a very quick,
brief like summary of it.
But basically, I'll tell the story, and then I'll
okay
my adaptation of it. He moved from Idaho or something to Nebraska. One of these areas that predominantly white areas. Moved his family from one area to another because of a farming crisis where the farmers were getting ripped off, blah, blah, blah. Moves away, lives on literally a top of a hill, big hill, a.k.a. a mountain.
They were like in the woods, right?
Yeah, literally lived on the top of they showed videos of it because they had helicopters that would fly around it.
Right.
So he moves up there, gets with his family, starts getting real biblical, getting deeply biblical.
Real biblical.
Like gets rid of TV, only reads the Bible,
right.
Makes his kids read all this stuff, carries around guns, blah, blah, blah. Normal white people shit. So that's not even alarming to me. At that point, I'm still like, dude, just trying to live as, that's how white people like to live, bro. Like, if that's how anybody would like to live.
Yeah, but he had a friend with him too, right? One of his buddies was with him, right?
No, he meets, I don't know, I can't remember, but most people have to have a community. You can't just live isolated. So he meets up basically with a white supremacist community that's in that area, which I guess in these places, like there's just like communes of white supremacists.
Oh, dude.
I'm so glad I've never ran into this situation. I mean, I've met some racist people that are seriously like, I wouldn't talk to you, but
you go to some of these podunk-ass states, dude.
They have literal like meetings, like community meetings. Like, I was in crazy story. I was in uniform. We were going somewhere, and it was me and a couple of other guys in uniform for the military. And a dude literally said, "Do you guys all know where you're at?" And I like looked at him. I was like, "What?" He's like, "Dude, yeah." He's like, "I'll get you guys, but you guys should definitely not be in uniform."
Were you in Mississippi or something?
I was in Mississippi for a while, but I don't think this happened there. I think this was in Ohio. Well, if I can recall correctly, and like even the guys who were with me, I don't want to know. It might be somebody but I can't remember. But I remember this vividly. I'm like, I've been fucking you. And the dude's like cool about it. He's like, I mean, I'm just letting you know.
Yeah.
Like straight up.
Well, even Ohio is, I mean, we're like a southern state in the north, basically. Like it's pretty backwards.
I used to date somebody. I would go to her brother's house. He lived in Amish country.
Mm-hmm.
And he would tape the Amish to get drunk and stuff and concerts and stuff. They'd pay him. Oh yeah, they were like that, bro. We watched, what we did? We watched fucking NASCAR. Like that's what they invited us over to do, was watch the NASCAR for that night.
Fucking Amish are also like they
don't even know what black people. They're like, what the fuck is it?
Yeah, but they're like people. they pretend to be all this like holy community and stuff, but like
they're fucking
they be running those fucking puppy mills and shit and all those other crazy stuff. Like
they're doing just as bad as everybody
making
else,
that dumbass furniture.
But the furniture is solid.
It is solid, but they overcharge for that shit.
Dumbass furniture. Yeah, they do. They do charge. They work at like Menards and stuff. It's weird. They like Menards. But so he moves up there. He meets this white supremacist group, and from the way they told it, he was hard up on money. So they were like, "Well, hey, you could." He was a Green Beret in Vietnam, which is a very high caliber soldier, like one of the highest trained.
Right.
So special ops. So they had him saw off shotguns. Well, sawing off the tips of shotguns is illegal.
Right.
The ATF. So the ATF got involved. They had an informant inside the. It wasn't the Klan. It was something else. He gets busted. He has to go to court. He misses his court date. The actual agent that dealt with this is like, yeah, I was scared to go up there and talk to him because he didn't have a phone to communicate with. He missed his court date. We had to get a hold of him to check his guns.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
which is a totally standard thing to do when you're armed that much. They can.
Right.
They have to. You have to sign. You have to register certain guns, and they can come check on you.
Right.
To make sure you're what they should be fucking doing. And so the guy was afraid. He was asking people around town. They're like, yeah, he'll shoot you, you know, like you don't go to his property. His kid, and then his daughter's like, yeah, our dad taught us to die on her. So I'm like sitting there like, if you would have just let him talk to you, go to court, clear yourself and say, oh shit, these guys had me do this, problem solved.
Right.
But then also, so the guys try to sneak up to his house. His dog starts barking. They shoot his fucking dog.
Yeah.
His kid runs up.
Well, from what I read, they
shoot his fucking kid, kill his kid.
From what I read, they were watching for like 11 days before the dog came out.
This was like a month long or a week. Or like weeks and weeks.
Yeah, and they killed the dog, and then the son pointed a gun at him, I guess.
See, from his angle, the son was running away. He's seen the dog, he's seen them, and he started running, and they killed him. From the cops, that's the problem.
Yeah, you don't know who's telling.
Here's the fucking problem. Just go figure out a way to communicate with the guy. Get one of his buddies. Tell his buddies, hey, just tell him to come down and talk. He's not going to jail.
Right.
Because he was good. He was clear. Like, he wasn't even in trouble, really.
Right.
But as he says that they were trying to take his ass down. So, what do you think?
See, this situation's fucked up because a lot of people that live that lifestyle and start doing all that shit are
they're waiting for it. That's what their cops were saying. He's waiting for a reason to do it.
Yeah.
They literally said they were out, like they had people lined up outside of his house that had white supremacy, Nazi salutes, every fucking thing.
Right.
So does it justify them killing his children? And then they shot his wife through the door, but they tried to shoot his buddy that was living there.
Yeah, they didn't shoot his wife on purpose, right? It was like a...
And then this is the way they portray it, is one side says, well, they say they didn't do it on purpose, but she was on the other. They shot through him and it hit her.
Right.
Which means, in my opinion, they were shooting through. Listen, my opinion has always been, don't be fucking doing illegal, crazy shit. And if you are, fess up to it and move on, dude.
Yeah. He put his whole family at risk, is what basically...
Exactly. You know. And the cops admit, did they handle that badly? Yeah, if you're afraid to go up to somebody's house, just drive up there with them in a mounted vehicle with multiple people and be like, we just want to talk.
Right.
You know what ended it? A dude talking to him. Yeah. A famous Green Beret went. So when his wife got killed, they kept her in the house for like weeks.
Right.
And the son, they put him in the shed. They snuck up and got the son out of the shed. And then his buddy got shot, more like wounded. So he had to, and then literally they sent a Green Beret, a famous guy, like a movie actor or something, but he was a Green Beret, to talk to him. That's how it got stopped. A dude went and talked. He was literally like, hey, let us get your wife out of there. Your kids are in there. They're seeing their mom. Let us get her out in the body. Or no, he got the guy first. He got his buddy. He's like, hey, your buddy's wounded. I know he is, and he's going to die if you don't let us have him. Right. So they sent his buddy out. They went and took him to the hospital, got him fixed up. He's still alive. Then the next day he went up. He's like, let me get your wife out of there. She's going to start rotting. You know, you got to get her out of there. So he brought his wife out. The dude literally, and then he's like, just bring your kids out. And then he literally, that's how all they had to do was talk to the fucker. So that's where one of the wildest. I haven't got Waco yet. I'm getting there. But yeah, man.
Yeah, that's a tough. It's because unless you were there, I guess you don't really know exactly what happened. And I know the government and police be lying all the time, so like who knows? But
yeah.
So, but also like you're bringing out your family out of the middle of the fucking woods to want to isolate everybody and live by yourself.
That's fine. That's not the that's not the
mental shit going on there.
Yeah, but I mean, whether or not he was doing.
Whether or not he was a threat to anybody. Yeah,
like maybe he was just felt like that was the safe thing to do. And I think his kids were, I don't think they were being mistreated or, they were malnourished or, what I'm saying? So in that case, that's his prerogative. If you don't want your kids to go to school, that's up to you. But if you can make sure they're still not a threat to fucking society, then yeah, I don't care what you do with them. Right. As soon as they start interrupting my fucking day, when I'm scared of a bunch of teenagers coming towards me, then we got a problem. But I would never be scared. I'll whoop a teenager's fucking ass, bro. I'll hit him with the John Jones fucking back elbow. Sleep them all.
I wonder if there's like a documentary or something about that. There's probably got to be at least one.
That Ruby Ridge?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why there's a PBS one and there's a YouTube one. I watched the PBS one. The PBS one was shitty, so hopefully the YouTube one's better. But then it started me thinking about Diddy, and not in like a weird way, but so
definitely related, I guess.
He put out when Usher was a teenager, right? Usher's what, 40? How old's Usher? Look it up.
Almost 50.
No, Diddy's probably closer to 50 than Usher.
Maybe not.
Usher's like probably in his 40s. Either way. Put out videos with Usher and what's the other kid's name? Bieber.
45. I mean, he's almost 50.
Okay, and then Bieber is probably 30s, late 30s.
He's probably close to 30. He's probably 30 now.
Oh, he's probably younger than me. Yeah, Bieber's definitely.
He's younger than you. Yeah, but I don't know if he's
younger than like I'm an elderly person.
I'm just looking at Bieber age. Real
he had like videos out.
He's like exactly 30.
He's like, I got custody of this young man and his buddy for like. There's a video out of him from like that. Then when it happened when Bieber was 13 and if that's not weird to you at that time and then now it's 30 years, 20 years later.
But that's what I don't understand is why are they just now discovering all this shit? Because you didn't think R. Kelly was creepy as
fucking died. Fucking Biggie died right after.
Yeah.
He's got Bieber at Flavor Camp. He's got Usher at Flavor Camp. That's what he called it. Diddy's Flavor Camp. And he literally the video he's like, I don't have legal custody, but I got custody of him for 48 hours. In the video with him sitting right there, and then he's like Bieber sitting there like, fuck.
It was like 2 years ago. Diddy started dating his son's ex-girlfriend, and like, come on, man, this dude's something wrong with this dude.
No, the well ran dry somewhere, and he owed up. He had to pay up. Weinstein said, once that well runs dry and you ain't making the right money or something ain't going right, and you've been doing all that shit, you're paying up, dude. And
but like nobody gave a fuck back in the 90s or like early 2000s, because like when R. Kelly was dating Aaliyah and shit, like and
she was
15. But they've been doing this shit forever.
Her album was called AJ Nothing But Another.
He's in the background like.
They had like them leather. Everybody wore leather. Everybody wore leather
jumpsuits, like
black leather jumpsuits with vests.
But even back in the fucking like 70s and 80s, like
Mace to this day says that's why he disappeared.
Don't blame him.
Not with that shit.
Look at fucking Ted Nugent married like a 13-year-old, so like he can like fuck her and stuff, and like all these dudes
were wild back in the 90s, and nobody gave a fuck.
Yeah, they would write songs about 16-year-olds like
"You're sweet 17, sweetest pussy I've ever seen." Like what the fuck?
We were just cool with it back then. Like, oh hell yeah, I want to be 17 and fuck this old man. That old man dick.
You think Ozzy Osbourne was probably there too?
Oh, absolutely, dude.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. That's just what can. How does that work?
I mean,
how does that work?
But the thing is, like, people were okay with it back then. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, they just didn't care.
Yeah,
I don't know if they were okay with it as much as they didn't really look into
it. Right.
Which now people have time to be discovering that, because that could. Yeah. Discovering that could, if you discover that on social media and you put that out in a appetizing way.
Yeah,
you're gonna get the view. Well, like people were
easy to consume. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah,
appetizing.
That's a good
to consume. It's appetizing. Bro.
All right, my bad, dude. Dang, you're right. You're right. You just said it a different way. Calm down, man.
What's up? It's Borat.
He's in trouble now too, dude.
Borat?
Yeah.
Like the what did he do?
He just
wait. How long ago was this? Is this serious or?
Yeah. somebody came out and said that he was like real mean, real creepy. Like,
was it the time he did that thing with Rudy Giuliani when he's like, "I'm ready to go"? And he's like,
no, not that one. Not that one.
Somebody help! What was going through Rudy Giuliani's head? He went through 9/11. He was the fucking mayor and shit, and he's laying on a bed with shit dripping down his. I'm ready to go.
The whole like Trump years. What the fuck was going through Rudy Giuliani's head? He was like, "This is my chance to come back in the spotlight." Like, this fucking weirdo. Remember they had that press conference at that storage facility. You were just standing there like in front of all these fucking storage containers.
What are these guys all? Even Trump, you know, who I think he's funny as fuck. I mean, I don't think he's very stable, but I think he's funny. I don't think anybody.
No politician.
What is their? Because everyone has to sleep. Everyone has to go somewhere to sleep.
Right.
That's always my thing. Is you have to be regular at one point in time. What does Donald Trump do at 9:30 at night when it's all quiet and he's like sitting on somewhere? He's like, do you think they just sit there and like stare at a wall until it's time for them to go to their next? That's why I think they're like zombie. Like,
I don't know. I wonder if they're regular. I mean, that'd be a good reality show right there.
Like he's like all his day like, oh yeah, distracted by the pussy, and then he goes home and he's just like stares at a wall until 7 o'clock. Like an alarm goes off. He's like back at it, and then they can't. There's no way they can like sleep, go to like eat a dinner. You know, listen. What do you guys want for dinner? What do you guys want to watch today? Sorry, I just fucking said I grabbed this woman by her pussy, babe. I didn't mean it.
He's got like advisors. He's just like, no, it's okay. I got it.
They don't have a. There's
I'm just gonna wing it.
Like Joe Biden is 80-something fucking years old. Yeah. And he has to go. Like, do you think he just goes to bed? Like, what does he do?
Oh, he's anytime he's not on camera, he's sleeping. He's asleep.
He gets on the helicopter. They just like lay him down.
He's like, oh, I can get my daily nap in.
Thank you, boys. And I like to thank both of you. I like to thank both of you.
Got any porridge available?
Where's my wife? Give me some porridge. Where's my son?
Also,
what's doing crack cocaine?
Fuck? What are we, America? What are we doing? We were like, hey, we can pick anybody for president. These are the two motherfuckers that we got to choose from.
I don't know, man. I don't think it's gonna get any.
No, it's never gonna get better. It's never gonna.
What
get
a
better.
wild.
But it doesn't even matter, honestly.
Listen, I learned what I had to learn when I went overseas one time. I seen what I had to see, and I learned what I had to learn. And I was like, there's something ain't adding up. This isn't adding up. Unfortunately, a lot of people are dying over. Centuries, right? Mm-hmm. Centuries are bigger than decades. Centuries. What's bigger than centuries? Over millenniums, over wars and just fighting
since the beginning of time, dude.
For people that don't have to deal with it. They just go paint pictures like George Bush or smoke Newports.
Say what you want about those older school generals like Genghis Khan shit. He was in the shits, dude, just cutting heads off and stuff.
Yeah, he died over it, didn't he? Like, I'm sure that's what killed him.
I don't know how. I don't know how he died. Actually, probably AIDS or something. He was fucking a lot.
Yeah,
a lot of STDs back then.
He was. Could you imagine, like, you're just sitting there with your family. He's like, no, this ain't gonna work. He's like, cut his head off.
There's like billions of people in the world with like 1% Mongolian DNA because Genghis Khan was just fucking everything, dude.
And those Mongolians can't be trusted. I'm just kidding. I've only met a few. I've seen it.
I don't think they exist anymore.
Yeah, they do. There's Mongolia. Mongolia still exists, don't it?
I don't think it's a country, no. I think you're thinking of Malaysia.
Is Mongolia still around?
I don't know. I could be wrong though, but
Mongolian beef. I'm sorry. I was thinking of the delicious Chinese delicatessen. No, yeah, it's still around.
Oh, it is?
It's in between China and Russia. Ooh, hot spot. That's the hottest spot to be. Dude, this podcast would have to be 2 stories underground.
There's going to be like 12 people there just like, oh, fuck, how do we get out of here?
We'd have to be at this level, and then we'd have to be at the next level. Dude, Mongolia is the worst place to live in. We have found the worst place to live.
It's cold as fuck there, dude.
It's cold, and it's just horrible. Bombs flying overhead.
just constant terror. Paranoid as fuck.
Like fucking stirring beef.
Yeah, dude.
Like, Mongolian beef, we will get it.
I would still wear all the Genghis Khan gear and shit, dude, if I was a Mongolian. Like, just like
you. You'd be with him.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah,
just
dude.
Try to stay alive. Well, I don't think he's popular. I don't think he's popular now.
I'm sure in Mongolia he's like, yeah, that's our boy.
That's like saying Hitler is popular in Germany. I don't think he's
but like Hitler lost. Genghis Khan never technically lost, you know? He just kind of died out.
He took an L.
Did he?
Did
Genghis Khan lose? Genghis Khan take an L. I ain't never lost.
An L. Chevy Silverado. I didn't spell any of it right. Kangish. It's like it's spelled
G-A or G-H-E-N.
It's K-A-N-G-I.
No, it's not. That's not.
Yeah, Genghis Khan.
No, it's not.
K-A.
Starts with a G.
Oh, who's right? Me. Genghis Khan. G-E-N.
That's not what you said.
How did Genghis Khan die? He died.
Dysentery. Everybody was dying from dysentery back then, dude.
No, I don't think Genghis Khan took any L's.
He just, they just kind of split up.
It seems like he just died of old age.
Yeah,
he was born in 1162, dude.
A.D. B.C.
C comma. it says T-E-M-U with the 2 dots above it, J with the dot. Well, that says J, and then an N with a dot. C comma 1162. That's his born. And then his death is.
What the fuck that means.
But then he died in August 25th of 1227. So you can't even tell how old he was.
No, I don't know. I can't do math like that, dude.
C might be BC. No,
there's no way.
He was after Christ. He wasn't even that tough.
After
bro.
Jesus.
He looked like a bitch ass nigga.
How do you? That's probably not a real. You don't have a real picture of him.
He just looked like an Asian dude, like just a normal.
Yeah, dude. They didn't have weights and shit back then. They weren't like
dog shit out of an Asian dude. Dude, no problem, dude. Genghis Khan came here, dude. I'm like, pow, good night. Fuck that, bro.
Dude, Genghis Khan would fuck you up, dude.
Dude, I'll fuck. Oh, dude, I'll fuck the shit up out of Genghis Khan.
I didn't know where you were going with that. That's the funny thing about them, though. Like, woman, man, child, dude, you were getting fucked no matter what. Like,
yeah, you were having sex.
If Genghis Khan wanted to fuck you, he was fucking you. You were fucking him.
Yeah, man, and not much protection or not much cleanliness.
No protection.
No showering.
What do you mean, not much?
Yeah, you're right. None.
No, I don't care if that's my kid or not, dude. He probably has so many babies, dude.
All of it, like all of you got to think that was happening everywhere. The Native Americans,
we were just fucking like, and
the Nazis were maybe the only people who weren't fucking outside of their. Well, they might have been, but I think they hated Jews so much that they were like, you know what? I will not even fuck these Jews. I would not even fuck you for anything, Jew.
I've been reading for some reason. I've been doing a lot of Japanese history lately. Like I've been watching that show.
To Japan, dude.
I would love to go to Japan.
If we got money from this podcast, like a crazy amount of money, you and I would go to Japan.
Oh
and do
hell
a
yeah,
podcast.
dude! They hate Americans there, but we can go.
I heard they love them.
No, they're very. Japan's like one of those countries that's super like. They still like they're like. They're very isolated. You know what I'm saying? They don't like outsiders.
Keep their culture very. They drink a lot, don't they? They're heavy drinkers there.
Probably.
I'm thinking of Korea. Am I thinking of Vietnam, Korea, and you're thinking of Japan?
I don't know. This sounds super racist, though.
Yeah. But Japan has the best buildings, all that. Cool
stuff. Yes, the technology is crazy there.
Technology's crazy in Japan.
Crazy as hell,
dude. Japan, shout out to Japan,
yeah.
Whether you like us or not. Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa and invite us to Japan.
Japan would be dope though, but I've been watching that Shogun show, dude. It's just wild.
Yeah,
like,
couldn't get past that.
The subtitles.
No, I can. You always bring that.
Can't fucking read.
Are you sure you get the subtitles? It's hard for me to watch. That's why I've been so happy about this like Borat or Ali G's show.
Yeah,
random shows, because that's how
your brain.
When you have like young children watching a show, you can start it and you're never gonna finish it because you're gonna forget about it.
So you just like something you can watch and turn your brain off for a little bit and like.
Well, there's like, say Shogun was the next episode. I've learned my mind works.
Oh, you can't just sit down and binge watch something.
Say I used to, but not now. Say Sopranos came on, right? Which is a drama, which you have to watch chronologically. You're supposed to.
Right.
I've learned I don't have to. A random episode of Sopranos shows up, I'll be like, oh, this is interesting. Because my mind thinks what happened before this and what's going to happen after. If I really care, I'll go find the episode prior. You see what I'm saying? So I'll start looking back. I'd rather investigate what's happening.
You live life on the edge, bro.
That's how I am with music too. I cannot listen to an album to save my. I'll listen to it once, and I cannot. I have to be random. I have to let life.
I like to be random.
I have to let life come to me, dude. Seriously.
Seriously.
We should make a death metal band.
I was gonna do like a scream thing, but I think it was gonna sound like Bane. Dude, Aniche, remember that band? Is how do you say it? Aniche, right? Aniche.
And a noise?
A noise?
Oh, no.
That used to be some popular brands back in the South Pole, Aniche.
South Pole, G-Unit. Fuck, what was that store in the mall, the Lima Mall?
That was not Urban Outfitters.
No, this was
Debs, dude.
All the girls from the area would get their prom dresses
there.
Yeah,
and they had men's clothes. They're like super big, like South Pole shirts and fucking
Jabot jeans.
What's that? What's the P. Miller? Is that
oh fuck?
That was P. Miller.
Yeah, I think it was P. Miller.
Yeah, it was
Fubu,
Master P's brand or
Sean John.
Sean John.
We would never wear that.
Rockaware.
We would never wear Sean John. Like it would never have. Never will.
No, we never will.
Yeah.
Rockaware, Fubu.
Wow, there was so many brands in there. They all failed.
Yeah, Fat Farm.
Wrangler stood strong.
Still around.
Snoop Dogg and Wrangler clothes are still.
Oh yeah,
Walmart.
they're combined. They're
it was basically, could you get into Walmart or not?
Yeah, them Shaq shoes, dude. Those would be the shit.
Dude, Shaq's been making bank off them shoes for decades.
I know. Anyway, he made them affordable for everybody too. Shout out to Shaq.
Yeah, that's what he did that on purpose.
Shout out to Shaq. Fuck you, Michael Jordan.
Shaq, if you want to be on this podcast, hit us up, bro.
Fucking got these on sale, dude.
281-330-8004.
These are Michael Jordan. First of all, dude, you've been retired for like 20 years, dude. Get your logo off.
Oh, you got Michael Jordan sandals, bro?
They're like, I got them on sale, dude. These are normally $30 for these shoes.
How much you pay?
Like 20, which is still a lot for some fucking slides.
No, not for those. Those are close to you.
Only reason I got them because I bought some shoes off Nike.com on sale, and you had to have like $50 for free shipping. So I just added something to the cart.
Yeah. Guess how much I got these for?
How much? Zero for.
I ask for shoes for every Christmas.
Oh,
I never buy shoes. I haven't bought shoes. I haven't bought a pair of shoes in 6 years.
Damn, hell yeah, dude.
I ask for shoes from everybody who asks me if I want a gift. I ask for shoes.
I beat the shit out of shoes, though. I gotta get some like every 6 months because I fuck them up.
I told my wife my favorite position is laying down.
I don't like to use my shoes.
Like if I work, like I'll be working outside or I do something. If I come in, I'm laying down somewhere. That's why I had to put that couch. That's why you're on a different couch, because I was like, if I'm upstairs, I'm not walking all the way downstairs to lay down. I have to lay down, get my mind. Like I meditate. I've learned to meditate. That's how I quit getting so crazy when I drink beers.
Just meditate.
Yeah, relax.
I like it. Do you like?
I used to try to kill people. Now
you're just meditating. you could still kill somebody if you wanted to.
Never.
I have faith.
I don't want to.
So my grandpa passed away. R.I.P. Grandpa. But he had all these fucking hats that he saved for over like the last like 50 years. And dude, look at this shit. This is like from 1993 or something. Like,
dude, my grandpa would have wore this hat to the VF Dub.
Yeah, dude. Look at the back.
You mind if I slide it on my head real quick?
Yeah, go for it, dude. I watched it.
My grandpa would have wore it like this. That's how he'd been driving. He'd been whipping on his lawnmower.
Square hats.
Dude, he would have went to the VF Dub. Give me a, Budweiser or whatever they drink.
He gave me one that was.
Did you say you'll wash it after I put it on my head, dude?
No, I washed it already. I said.
Oh no, I trust your grandpa.
But I don't think he's washed it in like 30 years, so I washed it.
Old people can't get head problems. They don't have head problems. That's the least of their worries.
But yeah, dude, you get some.
How old?
This thing's got to be from 1994.
That's a good hat, dude. It might be worth some cheese.
It might be. I don't know how you look it up though. He gave me some golf shoes too. That
I didn't even notice it until you pulled it. I like hats like that.
He gave me some or he didn't give it to me. Obviously, my grandma gave it to me. But
you're like Laura Croft, dude. You stole that shit.
Treasure National no, Tomb Raider.
You're the Tomb Raider. He stole that out of his tube.
He gave me some of the hats though were so fucking old and they've been using so long. Like I went to like pop off this part right here, and the buttons just came. Fucking ripped off.
90s
so
buttons.
Old, yeah.
Somebody's coming down here.
Oh, hey.
Where you going? Oh, damn. All right.
I like that coat. I
She loves that coat.
How long have we been going for? I think it's been.
It's not. It's not. It's only 8:30.
Oh shit!
They must have got done early. It's been. Oh, we got about 15 more minutes. We're good.
Rolling. So on the way here, I passed by one of your neighbors' houses, and I was thinking, what's up with like people who live on? I wouldn't call this a country road, but like kinda. Why do some people have like 7 cars in their driveway that are obviously broken down and never going to be used? Like, explain that to me. Like, there's like
I know exactly what I think about it often, dude. Me and you think alike.
Like, what are we doing? Why do
that
you?
Is like.
It's like a country.
It's not like they're selling them. It's not like they're
just
so. The one road by 25, if you go, I don't know which way we are, but if you go the one way, there's a more of a junkyard kind of thing where they probably sell parts out of the cars.
Not that one, yeah.
But there's, I know what you're talking. I know where you're talking, and it's like almost like
a hoarder thing.
I wish I could live like that, where you even see yards. Like I have a shed out back that I've been trying to, which my brother-in-law told me, he's like, dude, just put it on Facebook Marketplace and tear down and you haul it. The people will either do it for free or pay.
The whole shed?
Yeah, it's the biggest one in the back.
I didn't even know you could move a shed like that.
Well, they could tear it down. He's like, they'll tear it down in pieces, and they'll take everything out of it, and they'll just keep it themselves for free.
Huh.
And I don't want to deal with it. There's like mice in there. It's everything. All the housing tear down we threw it all the trash in there, so it's just sitting there. But yeah, even that little bit drives me nuts thinking about it, where people have their whole yards covered.
Yeah, just covered. Junk and shit and like,
dude, I don't know the
mentality.
They don't give a shit. And my one friend in Lima when I was younger, his dad raced at Lima Land.
Mm-hmm.
Was a race car driver, and they had their yard. No, they didn't really have a full yard. They had a full. Their driveway was full because he worked on cars. But
right.
I don't know.
There's the ones over there obviously not being worked on. It's like a minivan and some other shit. Like I don't.
Maybe they just.
They like to party.
It seems like it would. I guess you don't have to have insurance on them really, so you're not paying for them.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Maybe they bought them. They're like, I don't want to get rid of it. Maybe one day I can fix it.
Could just be old people just like not having the money or time to deal with it.
Yeah. How do you get rid of a junk car?
Yeah. I don't know.
Well, yeah, you get paid for them. No, you get paid thousands of dollars.
Scrap metal and shit. Like,
yeah. What was that? Junkers for Obama or?
Fuck. What was it called? Clunkers for cash or something like that.
Clunkers for cash.
You know, another thing I thought about driving down that road. Do you remember? Okay, I don't know if you ever saw this driving down. Is that 25 out there, right?
Mm-hmm.
You remember that? Like, okay, so. I don't know what that building is now, but there used to be a sign in front of that. There's one like store or something on the road on the right when you're going towards Toledo or Perrysburg, and there used to be a sign that said like Sylvia's like psychic readings or something like that. I don't think it is.
I think she lives up there.
She might, but she used to come into the restaurant that I worked at all the time, and. Dude,
was she a real psychic?
She would bring her kids in at like 10 o'clock at night, like young kids, and let them fucking run around the bar.
Was she young?
No, fuck no, dude. She looked like a depressed, like old Latina lady, like, and she was also huge.
Oh, she was
a big old girl,
Big Bertha.
And she would like get drunk and not tip, and then
with her kids there, like, come on, let's have to go and read some.
But it always confused me because I knew who she was. Like, she's obviously you're the fucking psychic lady. But then
how'd you know?
She told me her name was Sylvia, and
you put two and two together.
Yeah.
But maybe it wasn't that Sylvia.
Oh, it was her. It was.
She's like, letting me. If you give me a free drink, I'll read you a poem.
I feel like I remember her saying something one time about her business, something. Give me a card or something, and I was like, never gonna.
Did she dress in like swaddling clothing? Like
no, it was just like
normal clothes.
Yeah,
jeans and a tee.
She would like ask for the Wi-Fi password, and I'd be like, "Aren't you a fucking psychic, dude? You should know."
Yeah, she's like thinking about it. She's
faker. Do you think they know that they're like scamming people?
No, they're like psychics. What? Wait. Whoa. You don't think she's really a psychic? They're not going to know everything. They only know about the past of the person they connect with. They have to They have to latch.
You ever been to a psychic before?
No.
We should go to a psychic.
I'm a psychic. I don't need a psychic.
We should go to one, like, and each share our stories.
In 2 seconds, I'm going to drink a beer. But
I'm my own psychic. I can predict the future.
Psychic of anything.
I'm a psychic. I can predict this lady's not going to tip.
I knew you were going to do that. Who's going to win the Super Bowl? What's up? It's Bruno. Yeah, man.
No, I think we should do a psychic reading together and see what happens.
It could turn out not good.
Or tarot cards.
We could be the Capulets and the Montagues from Romeo and Juliet.
What does that have to do with psychics?
Oh no, I was thinking about that movie. This is a
Romeo
good movie, dude.
There's
the one
like
with
500 different Romeo and Juliet.
No, the one with Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh, they're gonna say the one with Oh no, I'm thinking of Romeo Must Die with Jet Li.
Oh
and
yeah,
DMX.
No, that's Romeo. Same.
Why was Jet Li doing these movies with rappers for a while? Romeo Must Die.
That's Steven Seagal.
Oh yeah, what was that?
He broke a guy's arm in that movie.
Steven Seagal.
Yeah. He took it too far.
That's what we should do one night. Is have a Steven Seagal marathon, dude. He's doing some hits.
What's up, man? You got a problem?
Doesn't even really fight anybody. Snap neck.
Back off me. That's how I fight, though. To be honest with you, get it the fuck out.
Yeah. Remember when he had that show where he was a cop or a sheriff or whatever?
Yeah. What was he? I mean, him and Shaq are sheriffs, registered. They're both are.
No, I mean I believe
Shaq
you,
Fu.
but what was the name of that Jet Li? No, not Jet Li. No, Jet Li wasn't Steven Seagal word in the movie. Who was Steven Seagal with? Ja Rule or something?
No, Romeo Must Die had Steven Seagal in it.
Are you sure?
Dude, look it up. I don't have a phone. My phone's
Cradle to the Grave.
Yeah, you're right. Because Eminem, yeah. Eminem had a song on there.
Oh, yeah.
It's Cradle to the Grave. It was like the height of 50 Cent. They were on every soundtrack.
Die, motherfucker, die.
Die, motherfucker, die. That was a
Close
horrible
your
song.
eyes.
A lot of
sleep,
rap
bitch.
songs back then were not good. In a club, and I hate to say this, is not a good song. 50 Cent's if you're drunk, it's like
that was a good album, though.
Yeah, it did have some slappers on it.
Many men.
I don't know. It doesn't hit now, but
Well, yeah,
I guess
it's like 30 years ago. What do you mean it doesn't hit now? Or no, 20 years. But still, it's not going to sound the same now. Gangster rap died out.
Yeah, and you just don't feel. I like screamo now. So
You like screamo now?
I like screamo and ASMR, dude. Two things I like.
ASMR is not a genre of music. I guess it could be. I don't know. What do I know?
There's this weird thing they do now. So I forfeited my what is that called? YouTube Premium, where you don't get ads.
Yeah,
and you
yeah.
can listen to it. I didn't forfeit it. I just don't need it anymore. And
You forfeited it. Like Genghis Khan
they
came
would not
and
take it
took
to
it from me.
I gave it to them. And Genghis Khan came and took my YouTube Premium.
He don't have ads now. He doesn't like to wait.
So the ad on the ASMR, which is supposed to be relaxing, which is supposed to be, you're supposed to be able to watch.
Right.
It was like the ad popped up. It was like, and it was like
it's always so much louder.
It was a scary. It was a scary movie they were promoting, but they do a face that pops up like you used to watch those scary videos that you would do a maze and then like a face would pop up.
Yeah, you like to send them to your friends. Like,
yeah,
check this out.
It'd be like a girl dancing, like twerking, and then
like, fuck you.
Well, that's what it is. So you're watching. I'm laying here watching this, going to bed, and then I'm like, oh hell yeah. And then this scary movie pops up. I'm like, they want me to buy that. They're trying to get you to buy this. That's how they do it. Because my daughter one day comes screaming because she watches YouTube, and a scary ad came on a kid's video, and they come screaming. So you'll buy the fucking premium. They'll scare the damn kids.
Wild, dude. How can they?
Fuck
how are they allowed
YouTube,
to do that?
dude? Oh wait, we're on YouTube. We love YouTube, dude. I did not mean
We're
that.
not monetized yet. We can say whatever we want.
Take that back. We're gonna be, dude. I'm telling you.
When I was monetized, when I was circa 17. Have you ever seen those dudes that are hardcore, like anti-circumcision, like the
Where do you find that information?
Okay, look it up. It's like the anti-abortion people it's not them, but it's like.
They don't want kids. They don't want. Yeah, you shouldn't be getting. Well, you know what? I'm glad I did.
I mean, I'm not that too worried about it, but
I'm glad I was circed.
But like they're hardcore against it. Like they wear like blood on their pants and stuff. Like they like protest with like blood.
Look at this! Look at this! Look at this! What people really just want to be as part of a group that chants.
Yeah, I think so too.
Because like that felt good. And could you imagine if you were like with a group? Look at this! Look at this! Holy shit! Holy shit!
How do people have time to protest shit, dude? Like, there's too much other shit going on.
No time to. I often think every day, like, how do people do? I'll see a dude driving one of those big, fucking brand new, dually, fucking big beast trucks. I'm like, what the fuck are they doing? Because I cannot. No, sir. No.
You got to park that thing, like it's
the fuel.
Yeah.
It's not, and I thought gas was going to come back down a little bit. It was like. Bloop, boom, and then like, it's three.
They're filling up for $120.
You're not getting under 350 ever.
No,
again.
and diesel people with diesel trucks. Oh,
dude, once it hits that plateau, it does not. If you don't notice, like it was like 99 cents when I was a kid, then it was like 150, and it 135. Oh, 150 again.
Yeah,
and then it just stays up. So now we're at 350.
350.
It's gonna be, and in California it's 560. Like you're spending $100 on gas if you drive a decent sized truck. Yeah,
and you'll drive 30 miles and you have to fill up again.
They do. I don't know how they do it. I honestly to this day do not know.
Do show it?
If you're single or married, or you're married with no kids. But if you have kids and I don't know. I was gonna say if you're renting, but if you're renting, you're paying money. If you're buying, you're paying money. Because if you're buying a house, you got your taxes every year.
I would say 90% of the time when you have a truck like that's like all
you're looking at $1,200 a month probably.
I mean, you're not a person that makes good decisions. You know, it's not like I doubt they're. I mean, some of them are. But
how are they Are they getting it repoed? How are they keeping it?
Just that's all they spend their money on. Do they live in a trailer and just fucking their trucks are parking in the front lawn? That's all they care about.
Especially single dudes. Like I understand if you have a wife or something, then at least you got another set of income.
Right. If I was a wife, dude, I'd be like, get that fucking thing out of here, dude.
Some wives or husbands don't even work. How do you do that?
I don't know, man. It's a mystery to me because 2 incomes is a necessity pretty much nowadays.
Bruh.
If you want to have any kind of decent lifestyle, like, if you want to be able to, like.
It has to be 2 solid incomes,
yeah.
too. It's not 2 fucking McDonald's incomes,
yeah.
That's for sure.
But then, you know what's crazy is, like, so when my wife got her job as a nurse, so it pushed us into the next tax bracket or whatever.
And it makes it worse.
I'm like,
yeah,
I'm about to be a Republican now, dude. Fuck these taxes.
Because you pay more.
Yeah.
Your house tax for some odd reason is like some weird crazy amount. Your fucking mortgage goes up a little bit.
Filling out our taxes, I'm like, what the fuck?
It's worse.
I'm taking out all this shit, dude. They fucking bullshit. Dude. And then if you have like a 401k or like a retirement and you take it out early, even though that's your fucking money, they're like, penalty, tax your ass 20%. Fuck you.
Yeah, they tax you for selling stock early.
I'm already paying taxes every day when I buy shit.
Every day, unless you're buying straight up food from the grocery store or to go.
Food is not taxed. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so unless you're buying, but you throw a drink in there.
But if you buy food from like McDonald's, it's taxed.
If you take it to go, it's not, right? I think if you take it to go, it's not.
Maybe not.
If you eat it there, they tax you for being
still
there.
Expensive as fuck.
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, that I've never been a coupon person. Dude, I use coupons now, bro.
Oh, you got to.
I use coupons on beer, if I can.
They have beer coupons.
You can get a 30-pack of Busch Light. You can if you scan
the rebate things.
The rebate, you get $5 back.
Yeah, guys.
Well, now it's for every beer. If you go in the cooler at the Circle K's here, everyone, Michelob, all of them have their own scan. You can scan it and get your rebate.
None of that shit in Toledo, dude.
Oh, dude.
Have you filed your taxes yet?
Yeah.
You got your refund already?
It's gone. We bought that van with it.
Filed my fucking taxes the day that you were allowed to file. The day I submitted that day.
The day of. Yeah.
Not got shit yet.
Do you do your own?
Yeah.
We have somebody do ours. It's too much with the children.
I mean, I'd like just have some. Like do the.
And now I have a son that has to do his taxes, which is.
16-year-olds gotta do taxes?
Well, we can claim it, but
we
still have to.
Yeah, I guess that's true. He does have a job, so you have to claim his.
Well, we can't. I don't think we can I don't think they did anything with it. He didn't make. He's just started. So this next year, yeah, he will have to do something with him. I don't know what.
Fucking IRS, man. If I owed them money, dude, they'd be all over my ass.
Dude, we are the fucking this new we should be a podcast against the
man.
No, let's not say the IRS, but let's say like against paying those taxes. You know, dealing
no
with
taxes. No taxation.
In Texas, you don't pay taxes.
You don't pay.
You don't pay taxes on anything.
Right. You don't pay sales or no, it's income tax. I can't.
You still have to tip, and tipping is another thing. Don't get me started.
Tipping ain't easy.
Tip it, dude. We're the only country that we tip.
I know.
Because the company. I was telling Aaron this. I don't know if I can go to a restaurant anymore where I have to tip because I agree. You're working. You should get paid, but
your boss should be paying that.
I shouldn't have to pay you. Them companies are getting away with them. And now you go buy a McDonald's to like add a little tip. You go to they put it on the screen. Oh, dude!
Turn that fucking iPad around or whatever it is.
I went to the Amish deli, got some cheese, and it was like, how much tip? And I was like, 0. Subway. I went to Subway the other day. 0 tip. I'm not tipping you.
Yeah.
You get paid.
You're not bringing me shit.
It's not my problem.
You're not waiting my
Quit
table.
working here. Shut this bitch down. I don't give a fuck. I don't need a sub.
I gotta throw my own trash away, get my own drink.
The only reason I'm here is because it's here. Get rid of it. I don't give a fuck. Let it go. No, that's the only reason I'm here is because it's located here.
Yeah, pretty much everywhere they ask for a tip now. Like it's just like
vape. The vape shops, all of them ask for tips, so I don't go there anymore.
The vape shops?
Yeah, like if you buy a vape, it'll say the dude literally steps up. He's watching trailer. Literally, the dude was watching. I heard it. It was Trailer Park Boys on the computer. He stood up. He's like, "Oh, what would you like?" This was. I haven't vaped in a while, but. He's like, "What do you want?" And I'm like, "This," and it shows up on the tip thing. What's that sub place? What's that fucking sub place?
Which Subway?
No,
Quiznos?
the other one. Penn Station.
Oh yeah.
Tip.
Sometimes I'll tip like if I get a carryout order, but like not
why?
Not 20%.
What are they doing? They're just cooking the food.
I don't know, man.
Tip somebody at McDonald's. Then.
It's like a guilt trip, dude. It really is.
They learned that shit. They were like, oh, they'll just pay it because like these people are using their phones or cards to pay. They're just gonna hit the button real quick and whatever it takes.
While that fucking boss is sitting up there just
those people aren't getting the tips. No way.
Oh no. And then delivery charges, and then you also got a tip. Like,
dude, what a dark turn this podcast is taking. We are not happy. We should run for president.
We're being real.
We should run for president as the Badminton Boys.
Oh, that'd be
as
great.
an entity.
We don't even need a vice president, Robert.
2024, we can get Robert. You do.
Robert can do it. We need some. Dude, that'd be
his,
like all.
Well, his name.
Right, Kennedy. RFK.
Robert F. Kennedy.
You heard that dude talk? It's so funny.
Yeah, he's weird.
He's married to what's her name from fucking Curb Your Enthusiasm.
How did that happen?
Yeah,
Cheryl, why are you married to this person?
Cheryl. That's how he talks, dude.
Cheryl. Are you vaccinated? Why are you vaccinated?
I don't know if you know this or not, but I'm a Kennedy.
I'm a Kennedy. My dad, my uncle, my sister, my brother all have been shot in the head in public, and no one gave a fuck. Why would I get vaccinated?
Why do all Kennedys think they need to run for some office, dude? Just lay low, dude. Chill out.
JFK
you got money.
Was doing all right, dude. And he like,
I mean,
you gotta,
was he though?
Everything plateaus, man. Everything. You gotta stop. You gotta know when to stop.
Yeah.
He was the plateau. Yeah, he was. He was my. Listen, my grandma is as black as they come, and my grandpa was as black as they come. He's dead. She's nearing.
Shout out to grandpas everywhere.
She's almost there. And they had when you walk in their house, they had a picture of JFK. And whoever, Nixon, maybe, who was his whoever was, Lyndon B. Johnson, maybe.
Kennedy.
They had a picture of them too, dude. That he was the savior.
JFK.
He was like the Bill Clinton of the 80s or 70s.
He seemed like a pretty cool guy. Why did they assassinate him? I don't even
because
think
he was against he was trying to take down the mafia. He was trying to get rid of He was trying to get rid of a bunch of shit.
I'm pretty sure it's on Wikipedia, and I read this somewhere that you know how people always like have conspiracy theories that like about like 9/11 and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I remember reading. I'm almost positive this is like a declassified document that, but they brought the CIA brought a bill to Kennedy's desk that was basically a self-imposed terrorist attack on America.
Yeah.
Where they would try to get us into is it Cuba? Like war in Cuba? Is that what it was?
Operation.
You know what I'm talking about, though, right?
Exactly what you're talking about.
But like,
fuck you.
You can't tell me, like, no matter what, like, conspiracy theories you believe in or not, you can't tell me our government's not like planned this shit before. Like, I don't know if
9/11 that's not even a question anymore, bro.
I don't know if 9/11 was an inside job or not, but it's definitely plausible.
It's not 100% an outside job. It's not. It's Ruby Ridge. It's the same. It's not 100% one way. It's a lot of people and making a lot of.
I gotta look this shit up, dude. 'Cause I gotta remember what it's called. The fucking
paperclip. No, that's the Nazis. Why did I say paperclip so hard? Paperclip. It's the Operation Paperclip is the Nazis. Operation Northwood.
God damn it! I can't fucking remember.
When you take edibles and then you also drink, you get in a weird fucking. You're like almost on space. You're like untouchable.
Damn it! I don't even know what to look up at this point.
You're JFK's Cuba. Just look up JFK Cuba. That's all you gotta look up. It's gonna give you the name.
This is good.
It's Northwood.
This podcast is going a whole other direction, dude.
Yeah, we just hit like every podcast goes in this direction. It's very bizarre. It's Northwood.
Well, I know about the Cuban Missile Crisis.
It's Northwood. I'm telling you.
Northwood, you said?
Northwoods.
Northwoods?
Type in JFK Cuba.
Operation Northwoods?
Is that what it's called? No, type in JFK Cuba. You'll figure out what it is, but I think it's that. Okay,
yeah, I think you're right, yeah. Proposed false flag operation that originated within the U.S. Department of Defense of the U.S. government in 1962. Proposals called for CIA operatives to both stage and commit acts of terrorism against the American military and civilian targets and blame them on the Cuban government to justify a war against Cuba. So yeah, damn, dude.
To justify war against Iraq and Afghanistan.
Honestly,
bro, I mean, there was a lot of H and a lot of oil.
It was declassified through the JFK Assassination Records Collection Act of 1990. So that's probably why he got assassinated, because he wasn't willing to fucking...
I just told you why he got assassinated. He wasn't trying to fold, bro. That's why I'm saying.
Well, I mean, but the mafia is probably part of it, but also like...
with niggas, man.
Mafia is probably part of it, but also like the government was probably trying to get in war with Cuba, and he was like,
No, he was just trying to not be involved in any of this shit. He was trying to for some reason, it keeps saying, like, my brain keeps saying military-industrial complex with him, but I don't think that had to do with him. This is a lot of stuff I don't know about, so I don't really like to...
It's crazy to me, though, that we're so trusting of our government now. Like,
I'm not... I've never...
Well, no, I mean, not like...
I've been trusting in my government since 2012.
But I'm saying, like, we're still, like, so cool with just everything that goes on, and we already know this exists. I'm not saying...
As a human race,
yeah, yes. as a general in population.
Yeah, people like my wife, yeah. Yeah, no, I'm not being funny, but like she'd rather just I'm not worried about it, or like people like that where I'm not. I wouldn't say I worry about it, but it's something. It's wild that right now in this moment, so many things are happening to so many people, and that we don't even think twice about.
Yeah.
So somebody's not sleeping right. Somebody's getting trafficked. Somebody's getting killed right this moment. Somebody's getting in a car accident. Somebody's getting. The government's having a party somewhere with a couple guys in it. Diddy's wherever he is. Right at this moment. That's what I often think about, is all this shit happening at once, as we're sitting here in this basement.
Yeah, the timing is kind of convenient. Like they've known about this Diddy shit probably for years.
No,
and
I'm
years
saying in period. Like
no, I know. But
yeah.
Right everything is timed
is
up.
just happening.
Yeah,
that we're sitting here right now doing this. Somebody's having the worst day of their life. Somebody's being tortured. Diddy's somewhere. Everybody's somewhere doing something. It's not even fathomable. That's just this globe.
Right.
So take where we're located in Ohio, then the United States, then the whole United States, which includes Alaska and Hawaii, then Canada, then the world, then the universe. Take all that. What's all happening every second? It's not even. That's what drives me insane. It's not even fathomable what's happening, and you can never feel bad for yourself. Because you can never feel bad for yourself.
I had no idea where you were going with that, and then the end was just.
Sing
You can never feel bad for yourself. all that for that. I know what you're saying though. Like, you can't think about everything at once. You can't change everything. You're not going to be
insane,
huh? It'll drive you absolutely fucking nuts. And that's I think
you can't fix it. There's no solving it.
That's the problem with social media, baby. Is we can see everything happening too fast and
perfect wrap up, dude. That's why TikTok has to go.
People always say the world's so crazy now, it's so violent. No, it's pretty peaceful right now where you just see everything at once. So you're just like, oh yeah, shit.
It was way more violent. Like basically when all black people were being attacked by police dogs.
Yeah.
Being sprayed by
hoses. Yeah, like,
yeah, that was pretty violent. They're not doing that. I can tell you that. I mean, they will whoop your ass here and there and fucking maybe shoot you here and there.
Dude, I was at the gym the other day. Planet Fitness always has like Fox News and shit on it, and I'm like, I can't hear it, but I'm looking at like the headlines.
You know they do that on purpose.
Oh,
like that's all companies.
Yeah,
they're like, they might even get paid for it.
But I'm just looking at this stuff. It's like migrant squatters like taking over people's homes. I'm just like, this is not a real issue. Like they were just like trying to scare people. And
it is legally it is because
right, but like it's not like a huge thing going on. They're making it seem like there's thousands of migrant squatters like taking over
that
people's
confuses
houses.
me as well because if we weren't home and some people you really gleeped it dude there'll be more on that couch, trust me. If people like came in here one day when we weren't home and tried to squat in here, I would just fucking tax their ass, dude. I would fucking cut them up fucking bad. They wouldn't even know what hit them.
Yeah.
But legally, I think it's more for what do you call those people who own the houses?
Like landlords?
Landlords who got people staying in there not paying, and they're like, oh, we could stay here legally. And they do.
Right.
And the government allows it.
Yeah, but like
fucking Joe Biden's government allows it. No, I'm just kidding.
In order for like squatters' rights to take place, it has to be a long ass time before you like.
I don't know anything about that, dude.
So the fact that you're not in your house for that long, you're letting people just living there, you don't notice, and they're coming.
I don't think it's that. I think it's being turned. I don't think it's that. I think it's people who live in these houses are staying in these houses. Either they're abandoned, they're moving in there, and the people don't want them in there, or they're there, they quit paying, but they can legally stay there somehow.
Yeah,
I think it's more. I don't think people are just walking up at people's houses.
No,
I don't.
That's not happening. No,
I think we're being fake newsed.
And fucking MSNBC is showing one thing, Fox News is showing one thing, and it's all bullshit.
Always, man.
Bullshit. Yeah, and on a positive note, WrestleMania this weekend.
WrestleMania.
If you smell.
What's going on?
What do you mean, WrestleMania? Dude, The Rock and Roman Reigns.
Let's keep this going for like 4 more hours. Okay. Let's have a 4-hour podcast where we continuously just go.
All right. Roman Reigns and The Rock are facing Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes. Which, first of all, okay, I don't really watch.
The Rock and Roman Reigns are facing Seth Rollins and
Cody Rhodes tomorrow
night.
What
happened? What's his nuts? That he came back from AEW.
Cody Rhodes.
No, the other one.
CM Punk.
Yeah, what happened?
He
to
got
him?
hurt like immediately.
So
the first match.
He's out.
He's fucking like 50 years old, dude. He can be just wrestling all the time.
Weak body.
But yeah, dude. I don't really watch wrestling anymore, but I watch the highlights and stuff, and I watch like this important matches. But like this whole Cody Rhodes thing, dude. Like this dude's so white bread. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like,
he
lame
is,
ass.
whack. Like his dad was from the streets, dude.
Yeah,
like
it's lame ass,
like
fucking
Diddy's kids,
blonde hair motherfucker looking.
It's like your dad was in there making more money, more problems.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah. If anything, I mean,
he's allowed to bang Bieber. He's allowed to bang Usher. He made more money, more problems, dude. The moment
he's gonna bang Bieber and Usher, it's gonna be Roman Reigns, all right?
Welcome to Diddy's Flavor Camp. You know what I'm saying? I don't have full custody of him, but I do have custody of him for 48 hours, and he could do whatever I need him to do. You like the song "Baby, Baby, Baby"?
All right, cut.